Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we're joined with Adnan. Adnan, welcome.
Thank you.
Glad to have you back. Today we're going to do the usual predictions. I'm your host, Fahmy. And let's begin. We start off with Leicester versus Leeds. A new test for the new manager at Leeds. What do you think?
Leicester is Leeds. Both teams are struggling. Leicester is struggling, and Leeds are also struggling. So it will be a pretty tough game, a good one, an entertaining one. I don't know the tactics for this coach, and I've never seen him coaching a team, but I'm intrigued to watch what he will do. So for this game, I'm just seeing somehow still a Leicester win, but a narrow Leicester win, a 2-1 Leicester win.
Okay, and then Aston Villa take on Southampton. Another tough game. What do you think?
Yeah, it's a very tough game. Aston Villa versus Southampton. And the problem with Aston Villa is that they are very inconsistent. There's a game you think they will win, they lose. The game you think they will lose, they win. So it's a very hard team to predict. But for this game, I might actually go with a draw. So I will go with a 1-1 draw.
And then Burnley face Chelsea.
Burnley versus Chelsea. I think although Burnley are a hard team to break down, but Chelsea are also a very good team in terms of the midfield. The problem is with Chelsea also is their scoring form. And with Lukaku, Timo Werner, and you saw against Liverpool, they miss so many chances, and it's really hard for them to convert chances. So I don't think they will win with so many goals, but I think they will win. They will win with just a narrow win, a 1-0 win.
Yeah, I think so.
Chelsea win.
Burnley is also in a good, is in form, and they'll have a tough test against Weghorst.
Yeah.
Striker.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so. But they are too powerful defensively. Chelsea's defense is too good for Burnley to break.
Yeah. So we move on to Newcastle versus Brighton.
Newcastle versus Brighton, and the thing is, the last like 5 games or 6 games, I loved watching Newcastle. I am not a fan, but I just watch their games. They play now. They're starting to play really good football. With I know Saint Maximin is injured, but when he was not injured, he was playing really well. And Trippier was also injured, but also a good addition to the team. So Newcastle are playing really good football, and Willock is starting to have his form back. So Brighton also plays some good passing football. So it's a hard game to predict, but I think this is a game of a draw game. I think it will be like a 1-1 game.
And then Norwich take on Brentford. What do you think?
Yeah, this is a crucial one for the relegation battle. It will be a really hard one, a tough one. Both teams will be prepared. And the way Brentford were playing the last games, I'm not very impressed with them. I think they are just going back down a little bit. So this will be a really tough one because Norwich, you can't predict them. They just out of nowhere they just get a win. So I think this one I might hand it to Brentford. A Brentford 2-1 win.
Okay, and then this one, it's Wolves versus Crystal Palace. A tough one, a really tough one.
A really tough one. Yeah, it's a hard one to predict also because Wolves are on top form. They play really good football. They are really good defensively, although I don't know what happened the last minutes against Arsenal, but they kept Arsenal at bay for the first 80 minutes. Then Arsenal brought substitutes, then played well. So this one is a hard one because the players also Crystal Palace have the way they play, their coach, their tactics is really good. So this game I'm not seeing a very goal-first game, but I think I will go for. I think this game for some reason I think Palace will win. I will go for a 2-0 Palace win.
Okay, and then the last game on Saturday, Liverpool versus West Ham. Race for the top four for West Ham and Liverpool fighting for the title. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's a crucial one for Liverpool. They have to win that game. Although West Ham won the points, so that they get into the race of the top four, but for Liverpool to have any chance of top four, I think they will be within 3 points of Man City, and they will have a game with Man City, so it will be a really entertaining title race. So it's a must-win game for Liverpool, and they will do everything at their best so that they win. I am impressed with their new signing, Luis Diaz. So I'm going with the Liverpool 3-1 win.
Okay, we move on to Sunday. Sunday starts with Watford versus Arsenal. What do you think?
Watford versus Arsenal, I think that will be an easy game for Arsenal. Watford are really struggling, especially I know people say that Roy Hodgson is a masterclass in relegation, but I don't think he will do anything to prevent Watford from going down. I think the way they are playing, they are not consistent. Although they took a point from Manchester United, they took a point from us, but we lost the points because we missed so many chances. We were awful. We took almost over 20 something shots, but they did not attack us. They did not give us so many threats. So I will go with an easy Arsenal win with their top four race. So I will go with Arsenal 2-0 win.
Okay, and then the Manchester derby, Man City versus Man United. Man United would want revenge for the last time they faced Man City at home, and Man City are continuing the run to win the title. What do you think?
Yeah, it's a Manchester derby. It's a very entertaining one. The problem I have with us is that we are missing so many chances. I think Ronaldo is not in his best, like he's not in his goal scoring form. We are creating so many chances with Bruno, Pogba, with all those players, but all those players are not finishing. The finishing touch, and Cavani is injured. So, and the way Tottenham played Man City is get one chance and you score. If you miss so many chances against the Man City, because you will not get so many, because they will have the ball every time, they will be passing everywhere. So you will not get any chance to attack City. So you get one chance, you score, and that will be a really hard one for Man United because not many players are on form. But in the other hand, the problem is that you never know when Man United will turn up, and I hope they turn up. So I'm backing them, but it will be a hard one. I will go with Manchester United 2-1 win. It's an exaggeration, but we hope for the best.
Okay, and then Monday, Spurs face Everton. Dele Alli is welcomed back to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. What do you think about this game?
Yeah, I think, and although Everton are losing so many games, but they are opening Southampton and Man City they lost. But the thing is, and Everton are getting better again under Lampard. I don't know if Dele Alli will start, but I think Doucouré is back. Van der Beek is playing really well under Lampard, and every player is focused on winning. So Tottenham are also on a losing streak. They lose, then they win one game, then they lose again. They are very inconsistent. That's why Conte was very mad at them.
Yeah.
So this game it will be a very tough one for them. I don't think it will be a walkover for them. I might actually go with I will go with a Tottenham win, but just Tottenham win. I will go with for a high scoring game, 3-2 Tottenham win.
Yeah, it's gonna be a hard one. On Thursday, we're also going to do the game in hands that are being played during the week. Norwich take on Chelsea. What do you think?
Norwich take on Chelsea, and Norwich, I think they will not overcome Chelsea. No, Chelsea are just too good for them, and the problem with Norwich is they don't create many chances, and with defense like Chelsea's, I think to break them is too hard. With Tuchel's tactics, they will be outclassed, so it will be an easy Chelsea 2-0 win.
Okay, and then another tough game. Southampton face Newcastle. What do you think about this?
Well, Southampton face Newcastle, and that's a really tough one. But I think Southampton play really good football. Although Newcastle are on good form, I don't think they will overcome Southampton. So I'll go with the Southampton 2-1 win.
You said?
I'll go for a Southampton 2-1 win.
Oh, okay. And then Wolves take on Watford.
Yeah, and it will be a tricky game, but I don't think Watford have the ability to overcome Wolves with their defense. Wolves have really good defense also. So I'll go with the Wolves 2-1 win also.
Okay, and then the Leeds manager again is being welcomed to the Premier League with another tough game against Aston Villa. What do you think?
Oh, that game. And the last game I think ended 2-2 against Vieira, but and for this game it will be a really hard one to predict because Aston Villa are very inconsistent, so Leeds might just sneak one. I think I'm leaning towards a Leeds win for that game for some reason. So I will go for Leeds. And a high scoring game, like 3-2 Leeds win.
Okay, and then now we're done with the predictions. We're going to talk about other things around the Premier League. Let's start with the league table and the race for top four. As you know, the league table is shaping up really well. So, who do you think can be the final four? We have contenders like Man United, West Ham, Arsenal, and Tottenham. And don't forget, even though Chelsea are far, if other teams win all of their games, Chelsea are still in the top four race. So, who do you think will be the final top four?
And although I think Chelsea will be in the top four race because Chelsea they are very inconsistent. Also, you never know which game they will win and which game they will lose. So and this will be a hard top four one. And for now, with all the games in hand, Arsenal look very the favorites to be in top four. And Man United, although I'm a Man United fan, I don't want to be exaggerating or something. So our chances are very small because the way we are playing, we are we are creating so many chances, but we are also struggling at the same time. We can't score our goals. We can't win games, easy games. We can't win, and we have a rough week ahead of us. Rough 3-4 weeks ahead of us. I think the deciding games is the games they will face each other. The games I'm excited for is the games they will face each other. The game for like an Arsenal London derby, who will win? The Man United Arsenal game, Man United Tottenham game, Man United Chelsea game. Those games are the deciding ones. Man United Man City. So although I'm leaning towards an Arsenal top 4-1, but also Tottenham are also still in the race because with Conte, I don't think he goes for failures. I think he will also push it very well against big teams. And Conte is good at taking points from big teams. So I'm excited to watch it. I'm actually I think Arsenal have the high probability, but every team has a good chance of going for it.
Yeah, because the games are becoming tough and tough, especially even for Man United. Man United's games are tough. But enough of that. Let's try on something new. Fantasy football, something that we were supposed to start long time ago. Who do you think will be the player to watch for this game week?
And for me, the player, I think Harry Kane has been my captain for the last 2-3 weeks because under Conte, Harry Kane became a different player. He creates so many chances and he scores so many chances. And so for me, it's an easy one. I think Harry Kane under Conte is a different breed. So I'm actually going for Harry Kane. I think that's the player that will now get his form back and will score many goals under Conte. And also Son. So if you can sneak both of them, I think it will be a good one. But also as player with like small money, I think I don't know, and Connor Cody. I think we'll skip so many clean sheets. So if you have Cody in your team, you'll be lucky.
Yeah, thanks for your time, Adnan. That was a fantastic show. We'll see you next time.